Morning, everybody.
Morning.
How are you, Josh?
Not too bad, thanks, mate. How about yourself?
I'm always good. Always good.
Always.
Get your damn cameras on.
I'm just saying it's going to be everyone must be super jet lagged with the extra hour sleep. So I have a slightly smaller group today. They're the snowflakes that couldn't make the extra hour.
I didn't even notice, to be honest. Your phone just
Did the extra hour in bed.
Yeah.
It caught me out with the kids. I thought, brilliant. My little one slept through, woke up at 7:30. Reality was it was 6:30.
6:30, like middle of the day for most kids, mate. That's a big sleep.
Yeah, kids do not care. kids,
No.
their circadian rhythm is absolutely on point.
The thing is, I get up at 5:30 anyway, but it ruins my routine when he gets up. I have to get up with him.
Get up earlier,
Bless
mate.
him.
That's what I do.
Yeah, you're right. You're bang on the money. I need to be like Craig. Get up at 3:30.
Just stop sleeping. That'd be an interesting question. If you could have a pill that made you not sleep, would you take it? And you didn't lose any health benefits.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Mm.
If there would be no adverse side effect, 100%.
Yeah.
How about if there were potential side effects, but you could then just
Wow.
Depends what they are.
All
Depends what they are.
Just a fine potential, yeah.
I'll fucking be all over that. Double the hours, baby.
Yeah, man. Limitless health, man. Get on it. Get some peptides.
Fuck the sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's you. Really interesting weekend. It was kind of a cool weekend because I was chatting to a friend of mine who doesn't really come from the world that we guys come from, a bit more old school, older person. I was trying to explain to them what it is that we do and how we do it. They don't even go on the computer. They're like not on socials. Very, very successful person, by the way. Like about 70 properties, does house renos and flips and all this other stuff. And I was trying to explain what we did. And then I also explained that currently right now at the time, we had one mentor that was out in Alicante with like a splinter group doing like a mastermind. Got one that's out working while he's away with his girlfriend in America. And you just couldn't believe the freedom and luxury that what we do can afford. And you can see the cogs turning because this guy has to go sit in an office every day, this, that, and the other. And it was one of those moments where it just reminded me of how fucking good it is what we do and the freedom and flexibility that we have. And I was explaining how it works. And even though that, even with the time differences and everything else, that it's still fucking awesome. So it's just a reminder to you guys today that this is a fucking good. This guy's like a multi-millionaire, by the way. A guy called Paul, and he was just amazed. And we were talking and discussing about the trade-off between a pound that you earn from, well, I call it labor, and a pound you earn that's like a free pound that enables you to travel. So a pound, like it's almost okay. You call it like a handcuff pound. Like for every pound that you earn, you have to be in one place and be subservient to some sort of boss or time schedule, or a free pound, which is pound that you can earn, but you can be anywhere in the world and you can work on demand at any time you please, being your own boss. And we were discussing the difference in value and what we would put on that as a value in difference. And we would cut. I've always said it's about 5x. I'd happy trade a 1 to 5 so for example, if I was earning £1 million a year, 3 would be the equivalent of earning 5 million a year handcuffed. So everyone will have their own inner metric, but I'm assuming you're all a bit more biased into being weighted towards valuing the £3 more, or the freeing pound, because of the fact that you're pursuing that and doing it. And it was just wanted to just reiterate how powerful what it is that we do. And I think we forget, because we talk to a lot of coaches and service people that come from this world, and how lucky we are to be able to do what we do, how privileged and blessed we are to be able to do what we do. And that's what I was really just sitting there thinking, was we just have such amazing fucking opportunity, and sometimes we do take it for granted. I mean, James, how fun was your fucking weekend, and how much did you learn while doing it?
It's to be honest, it's fucking opened my mind up. Not only from like a business perspective, but also just like a mindset perspective, because they've all, like, everyone has gone through the exact same things that, you know, we've all gone through each other. So one of the like biggest things for me was, there is an absolute opportunity anywhere. Okay, so put it this way. So like, I was with a guy who was a email marketing agency, and he thought one day, like, he absolutely loves Spain, and he was doing some research, and he was like, fuck, like, there's more countries in the world that speak Spanish than they do English. Okay, and he was like, I bet they haven't heard of AI yet. So he basically paid someone on Upwork, a Spanish person on Upwork, to create like a 2,500 prompt document for ChatGPT and like AI softwares, all in Spanish, and is now making over like 10 grand a day from just sending it on Facebook ads. And I saw it right in front of my eyes, and it literally cost him £60 because he just thought outside the box, and he's like, yeah, fuck it. And now he's like, all he's doing at the moment is targeting Spain. Then he's going to look at all the other big countries that speak Spanish and start targeting ads to them countries. And it's just like, he just had that thought after having a conversation with someone else that was out there. And he was like, yeah, I'll fucking try it. And look what's happened. And it's just, there's so many ways to kind of push. And what one conversation that really sort of related to me was, in business, and like, especially in your current business, like, imagine your growth is like a massive tower, and unfortunately, like, you have to like fucking take the stairs for a bit. But sometimes when you go up each floor, the fucking elevator doors will open, and you can jump in an elevator and you'll fucking fly 3 floors up. But you can't get to the elevator until you keep having to fucking go up the boring steps. You're getting tired, you know, you're getting fucking frustrated. But eventually, by putting that fucking work in, you'll be able to get in the elevator and shoot up. And sometimes it's so important to remember that. So yeah,
Like the elevator only starts at the 100th floor.
Yeah.
Right, should we all log off and start selling ChatGPT in Spanish? Who's taking Mandarin? I'll do Mandarin.
We said this before, like, the exciting thing, and I know I sound like a fucking broken record, but I'm not going to stop because it's so important. The internet, we've been fucking lucky. Like, when really thinking about it, we were born through the birth of the internet and the commercial availability of AI. In a million years' time, when they look back at that period, they go, the fucking kids that were born through that were the luckiest kids ever to have been born because of the opportunity they were given. Yet 99.9999999% of people are going to fucking squander it.
Yeah.
Legit. Think about this right now. Okay, this might not be the case, but let's just say for argument's sake it is, because there's a lot of very clever people that are saying it is. Okay, let's just say this right now. Let me just pose this question to you. If you are living through, and not only were you lucky enough to be born and an infinitely unlikely statistic that you are alive, number one, then an infinitely unlikely scenario, you're born in a place in the world where you had access to good schooling, healthcare, the internet, whatever. and then were born infinitely unlikely in statistically to be born in the one period in time where there was more opportunity to make money and get yourself ahead than there will ever be ever again and has ever been ever before, and you fuck that up and don't do anything with it. That's quite a powerful fucking question you might need to ask yourself, because I do every fucking day. I've never put it that way, though. I think the way I've just that ask yourself that question: what if that is the case, and what the fuck are you doing about it? There's motherfuckers right now that aren't getting out of bed because it's an hour that the fucking clocks went forward and they've got a little bit sleepy. It's their fucking choice. Think about that
It's
today.
that mindset shift, isn't it? Because before I sort of joined this and started, I read a couple of books that started me on my journey, and I saw my parents the other day, and they said to me, "Josh, you know, when are you going to be happy? Like, when are you going to stop chasing this?" And I always used to say to them, you know, I will stop chasing this once I get, you know, this next house, and you know, once I get the car or whatever, a few materialistic things. And anyway, I now said I'm not going to stop chasing it. You know, once I get there, I'll probably get introduced to something else, and then I'm going to chase that next thing as well. So it was the first time where I've actually gone, you know what? I'm not going to stop chasing it because I fucking love it, and it was a great mindset shift for me.
Well, the thing to remember is if you're ultimately chasing anything, the end destination is a box. So for everyone, as morbid as that is, and why can't you be happy through chasing? So I realized this, that I derive all of my happiness from progression. Like, human beings thrive off of purpose, whether that be looking after your kids, growing a business, washing cars, whatever it is that you do in your life. We just all happen to have the common ground of entrepreneurialism and like growing businesses, and that's what we love to do. It might be going to the gym, it might be lifting weights, whatever the fuck it is that you want to do. The happiness, and I promise you this, I've yet to see the difference. Like, for example, even people that are retired, the ones that I know the happiest are the ones that then have a purpose of possibly visiting as many countries as they can and doing as many things as they can with that time and have like an actual purpose every day, even though they're retired. What I've noticed, and I've not seen an exception to the rule, is that no matter what it is that you're doing, it's about having purpose along the journey and having something to do with that thing every single day. So you're not going to be happy when you hit a static point in life. Because as we all know, the novelty wears off. When purpose runs out, people become unhappy. They become unfulfilled. The purpose can shift. The thing doesn't have to remain the same. You can say, I'll be happy. I will be happy on the journey every single day. The journey and the path might change. But find solace and gratitude in the fact that you're able to pursue and grow in whatever it is that you're doing every day. And I wake up every single day being happy to be able to grow the empire. I love, like, the way I do it is I talk about empire building all the time. I'm like, I like laying the bricks. I'll be upset when that building's finished, but I'll build an extension. Like,
yeah,
I know that extension's coming, but I'm also enjoying the bricks I'm laying now, and I'm also enjoying the bricks when I lay the extension. But I might start building a building. I might go and build a tree house, or I don't know. I might start whatever. It might be different. I might start helping someone else or giving other people bricks. I don't know. But the journey what will change, but the fact that you're working and pursuing and growing won't. And to tie that into what James was saying as well, and I truly believe in that. We talk about this lucky period that we're in. If you want to have as many doors fucking open to you, start doing as many things and seeing as many people and getting out there and doing as much as you can, because you guys have that freedom to be able to make those. So he made that trip this weekend. It was a little bit longer than the weekend, wasn't it, James? He made that trip, right? And he's met people and spent time with people that have probably opened, correct me if I'm wrong, more doors, more thought processes, more potential things. And then all of a sudden, you get more and more lucky. And then, you're working on that path of enjoyment and pursuit, and without the end goal of hitting a point. And what I have seen is I saw it in Eddie Hall. Like, I knew Eddie Hall relatively well when he was training for the World's Strongest Man. And when people really do work for an endpoint, like his whole goal was to win the World's Strongest Man. He won it. And I've never seen anyone so unfulfilled and depressed in my life for a period of time, because he'd hit that point and that was it. That was game over. He'd attached his whole identity to the belief of one goal being the holy grail. And when, as human beings do, and I'm telling you right now, so I'll help you avoid making that mistake, if you pin your life onto a specific static goal, when you hit that goal, and if you hit that goal, I will hope you do hit your goals, and you've got nothing after it, you will be unhappy. So the belief system needs to shift in that I'm going to hit my goals, but there's always going to be new ones. And the fun is in the journey, not the destination, because the destination is the same for everyone. Embrace that, embrace the opportunity, embrace the luck, and just wake up every single day happy to be laying the bricks in whatever it is that you're building. And don't squander this opportunity. Like, I'm just here to tell you that. Like, I'm not trying to preach, I'm not telling you what to do. I just think it would be a massive shame if we were to let this fucking bit slip. And that's why I built, and I'm building with my team, a fucking university to help people to capitalize on this period in time. Because it's the fucking best. I think I'm so fucking lucky. I wake up every day and I'm like, I literally lived through all the fucking lucky parts. I was building websites when I was 13, but I was fucking lucky enough to have a computer in my bedroom. My parents allowed me to have, and the internet came around, and no one was making websites. They were shit, and I was making money from them. If I tried making the websites I made then now, I'd probably get fined. They were that bad. But at that time, I was lucky enough because no one was doing them. They were good. And then I had free resources online to learn the stuff. I didn't even have to pay to learn. The fuck? Did you get there people saying, oh, I wish I was born 50 years ago when house prices were going up? And this, no, motherfucker, you're more lucky now than anyone's ever been. So lucky. But yeah, I'm just not going to squander it. I'm building a fucking empire. I know my team are. You can all do the same. And I really hope that these conversations and the network that you and this is the thing, you hang around the right people, they're all building their fucking empires and you want to build yours with them. And don't get fixated on an end goal. Just fucking push. There's going to be some periods where you're crawling up some fucking stairs and you're out of breath and you've not eaten anything and it's a bit difficult. And then, all of a sudden, an elevator door will open. You can roll into it and be taking up a few more floors, refreshed.
But it's who you hang around with in the mindset. And like James just gone on for a weekend and he just being open to stuff and just not being ignorant, putting yourself in a situation where you're not ignorant to what's happening, and you'll soon find life is hurtling opportunities at you, left, right, and center. You just have to have your eyes open to them and just take them. And you're right, over here now. I mean, it's 2 a.m., but in New York, I went to the gym, and the prices, it's just a different mentality. Prices over here are paid 6 times the amount for what it is, and that's expected. It's about $200 a month for the gym around the corner. It's all right, but that's what they pay. And I was talking to the guy behind the counter, and he's like, what are you doing here for 6 weeks? I was like, well, marketing. I work online. I was like, you can do that from anywhere. And I explained it to him, and after a while, he just went, son of a bitch. He just looked at me as like, so you can just go and work from anywhere. I was talking to him about it on the sale. I was just trying to get him involved. He's like, I'm too old for that shit. I'm set in stone. I'm going to retire. I'm going to do this. But I spent my entire life in this gym, in these 4 walls, setting my business up. And I was like, well, fair play to you. But he was just, we are lucky, so fortunate just to be able to get up sticks, do it from anywhere, meet other people. And that's the enriching part. And it's ironic. It's very serendipitous. I was talking about this price. What 5 times, if you're being like stuck somewhere, is it worth? How much is it worth? And today's Daily Stoic is all about knowing the price. You have to pay the price for success, but it's arbitrary. You can pay like £500 million for a diamond encrusted sofa. Doesn't mean it's worth it. So it's just understanding the true value in terms of cost for things and in terms of your time frame. It's being cognizant of that. But the more you meet people who are achievers, the more you meet people with that right attitude and outlook, you will soon find there's elevators just on the next floor if we take it. And that's just awesome to hear, James, from that guy. He just saw it, and the thought is irrelevant. It's not anything. It's the follow through. He just did it. I'm sure for him thinking that, there's probably 100,000 people thinking the same, just not doing it.
Mm.
So fair play.
Yeah, I mean,
He
also-
even didn't actually. So he launched it. Like he launched all the ads, all the website and stuff, without even building and converting the prompts, because he was like, let me just fucking test it first. And then it literally went, oh shit. We literally woke up and he was like, fuck, I've got to get this converted. So he's on Fiverr being like, can you convert this in 6 hours, please? He was getting emails come through saying like, where's my prompt sheet? All of this. He was like, fuck. Like he just tested it. He was like, fuck it, I'll give it a go. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'll try something else.
Yeah.
No, I think the other thing to remember is that you talked about network. How many other people are having this conversation at 7 o'clock on a Monday morning?
Very few.
Very few. And what is that like? The average person, I fucking hate average. I'm actually going to ban that word. I think I hate that word. But yeah, the average person. Think about the conversations they're having. Just having had this thought-provoking conversation this morning, what that can do for you and what that path can set you on. And that's the power of the people you hang around. I fucking literally, it's getting to the point now where, to be fair, I might end up having like just some sort of insomnia, but I have such good conversations every fucking day because my team's so good. I'm just wired the entire fucking week. That's why I mentioned this morning about that maybe having that pill that can make me not sleep, because it's not help. I'm not sleeping anyway because I'm so fucking excited every day. But it's opening so many doors and the growth is so good. And more importantly, I'm just happy to be laying the bricks.
Mm.
And I have no end destination in sight. I'm just going to keep fucking going because I love what I'm doing. It doesn't matter really what the end castle or the end empire really looks like. If it's fucking 3 miles in span or 10 miles in span, it's doing $1 billion a year or 10 billion a year or $1 trillion. That's really besides the point, because I'll keep going until I drop anyway, because I love it.
Yeah, you're definitely right on the networking side of things. After doing your masterclass at your house, Elliot, you know, I took a look at my DMs and who I was messaging and the people I was talking to, and I was just like, there's normally no one in there because I don't really use socials, but now I'm using it for the right things. It was just full up with amazing people, you know, fucking mental doctors, you know, the accountant Josh, the dog trainer. I've got the property developer, and then a bunch of other people I've met at the gym, you know, because I've changed, shifted the energy, got good energy. I've met some crazy people just walking into the gym, and they're like, "Love your energy, man. What's your ad?" And I'm talking to them. Check them out on Instagram, and they're an incredible person. I'm like, "What's going on?" They're just crazy people everywhere. Like, you know, as soon as you take that shift in that mindset, the doors are just fucking opening up everywhere. It's unreal, and I'm very very grateful for it as well. But so it's nice to take a look at my DMs and actually slow it down a little bit to be like, thank you, you know, thank you, and I'm very grateful for where I am. And I spent the weekend thinking that as well with my house and stuff, watching the kids play outside. It was like I'm very 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 grateful that I'm there, and I'm still hungry for more, you know.
You're renovating your house for your kids and your family. Got a lovely, beautiful house. Life is good.
Very lucky, mate. Life is good.
I think we'll leave it on that note. It's quite a nice positive note to fucking kick the week off with, isn't it? Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Steam train mode. That fucking snowplow. We're all shoveling the coal. Let's go.
Boom.
Lovely.
Have a lovely fucking week, everyone.
You
Cheers,
too.
mate. See ya.
See you later, guys.
Mhm.